In this week's product spotlight, we're looking at the Techmount accessory mounting system. I'm pretty impressed with this product. First off, when I was looking, I got tired of digging my phone out of my pocket, either at a stoplight or as I pulled over, and then I drop it, and then I got to stop and put the kickstand down and get off the bike. Once you do that a couple times and you get fed up with looking at your phone or your GPS, then you're probably going to be in the market for a mount, and that's what happened to me. So when I started looking around, one, I wanted something that was heavy duty. Two, I wanted to make sure that whatever product I got that I was going to put on the EBR, that it excelled in the two areas that it needs to. One, it's got to do a really, really good job of holding on to the bike. With the vibrations and bumps that we hit and everything that goes on, it has to do that. Two, it's got to do a good job of holding on to the phone, because you're talking about, most of us, anybody with a smartphone is going to have a pretty expensive piece of equipment. I know some guys out there are still on the flip phones. Gary, Bobby, it's okay, guys. Eventually you'll kind of get into our world and get a smartphone. But for those of you that aren't, that have a smartphone, it's a pretty expensive investment, and it's something that you're gonna want to be secure. So there's a number of different ways, a number of different mounts that you can actually use. One of them that I like as well for this goes actually right into the steering dampener. I'll give you a close up of that in a minute, but the one that I went with is the one that goes right on the top of the fork. It's such a great place. It's out of the way. It makes it, that you've got great clearance in here, and this thing has a lot of flexibility and a lot of area to move around. All right, so as I mentioned, there's a couple different options when it comes to mounts. This is the one that I chose. It's able to move around here on this arm, and then up top I get some more flexibility, and it just gives me some options if I want to put it somewhere else or the way that I want to tilt it. Another option, this is going to go right into the steering dampener. Some guys might like this, and the mount would go right on top of that. Whichever one you choose, they're both going to be solid and secure on here. I got to tell you, a little pleasant surprise that I had was when I went to pull this Techmount out of the bag, it had all the Allen wrenches that I need. It actually has 3 different sizes to adjust here, here, and then up here once you find that perfect spot that you want to move it around. So every single thing, every part, every tool that you need to put this on your motorcycle comes right in that bag. And here's how easy it is. Now obviously I already have this one mounted to the top of my fork. The only other thing I need to do is take this little piece here and take my mount here, and this thing is adjustable really to any phone or size. It's got a super strong spring. As you saw earlier, I was shaking around and the phone wasn't coming off. You just pop that on the top, pop the top, and then tighten that, and now you're on there and you're insecure. If I wanted it to be super strong, I would just tighten it down with one of the Allen wrenches that they gave me. Here, all I do is pop my phone in, and now I can see my GPS. I can turn my phone on. If I don't have to pull it out of my pocket and drop it on the ground. It's all right here. So that's a quick and easy little install on this awesome little Techmount. So that's how easy that installation is, and this is a product that you're going to wonder how you lived without. I mean, my phone is coming in and out of this thing throughout the entire ride. I can see my GPS. There's other things that I can get to, so it's a smart investment, not just for your phone, but also makes your ride a little bit more enjoyable. And once you get it on, you're going to wonder why you didn't have it before. So if you want to pick one up, it's at Techmounts with an S, techmounts.com, and that's this week's Product Spotlight.